Hello everybody, welcome back to the Brothers Grim Dark, and today we're going to be talking about what happened in our first episode of Crusade. So before everything began, we had points awarded for who painted the most models, and I won that, so I got 1 victory point. And then we had a second award for who painted the most points, and I got that too, putting me on 2 victory points right off the bat. But then we went into the game and we had a hard-fought game. Dean sadly just lost out to Rowan in the end, who completed the main mission, scoring him 2 victory points. And I got 1 for completing my secondary mission. So that put the scores at 3 to me, 2 to Rowan, and 0 for Dean. However, this was when you guys stepped in, so you got to vote on various things that happened in the game and on your favourite paint jobs. So Rowan narrowly edged out Dean on the painting competition, scoring him an extra victory point, so that took him up to 3 as well. You got to vote on your favourite units from the game. So we had 3 units that could win in this, out of possible 4. So if you won this vote, it meant you got a requisition for that unit. So my crew got it, because it was the only unit I had. Rowan's robots got it, his destroyers, and Dean's artillery got it. So what that meant is we awarded each of those units a battle honour. So for my crew, because they were really up against it, I decided to give them born survivors, meaning that for the rest of the campaign they'll be -1 to hit. Rowan, because his robots were just so solid, they created a stoic line. They got stalwart defenders, meaning that they could act as a bodyguard for any of Rowan's units within 3 inches for the rest of the game. And lastly, Dean's artillery, his ordnance, they got experienced loaders, so they'd be getting +1 to their D6 rolls for whenever they determine how many shots they get for the rest of the campaign. So very nice on them as well. And then the last vote was, what was the most epic deed in game? And of course, this vote was an absolute landslide from you guys. You went for Dean's lone guardsman with his grenade launcher after everything else had failed to take out Rowan's dune crawler. He stepped up and just went. He hit, he wounded, he needed to roll a 5 or 6 on the damage, and of course he did, and the rest is history. So that was that, and because Dean won that vote, that unit not only scored Dean a victory point, taking him up to 1, so he's off the bagel, he also got to have a second battle order put on that unit. And we couldn't think of anything better but to give them a trophy taker's trait. So whenever they target a unit that has a multiple wounds characteristic, they get to reroll 1s, and if that unit has the vehicle, monster, or character keyword, they get to reroll all failed wounds going forward for the rest of the campaign. So that's going to be epic to see what that 1 guards unit can do for the campaign going on. Will they get more battle honours? We'll have to see. This weekend we're going to be stepping right back into the Crusade, so join us for that. There'll be lots of votes to do on Instagram and YouTube. Join in the fun, join the fight, join the Crusade.